You don't need more willpower, and in fact, you need to stop relying on it in the first place. Because willpower is inconsistent. It breaks down when you're tired, stressed, or bored. And if your entire self-discipline system relies on willpower, then you're setting yourself up to lose. For example, almost all of us use our phone as an alarm, which then means that almost all of us start our day with a doom scroll session. You've already lost the first battle of your day, because you're waking up and immediately opening a portal to dopamine. But if you use a $10 alarm clock and charge your phone in another room, then you never gave yourself the chance to lose. That's the power of systems, and once you start building them, you'll realize discipline isn't about trying harder. It's actually about trying less. Like, if you just had more willpower, then you'd finally be consistent. But here's the truth. If you need willpower at every step of every day, your system is broken. That's the real problem. You don't eat junk food if you never bought it. You don't scroll through TikTok for 40 minutes if your phone is in another room. Discipline isn't about effort, it's actually about design. You don't need to be stronger all the time, you just need to be smarter about what's around you. So if you've been losing the willpower battle, it's because you were never supposed to fight it in the first place. You're trying to win a war that doesn't even have to exist, so remove the enemy instead. Discipline doesn't fail because you're weak. It fails because your environment is stronger than you. Most people build their life like this. Easy to do the wrong thing and hard to do the right one. But that's backwards. You're not lazy, you're just playing a rigged game. Because think about it. Every time, the quote-unquote bad habit is just one tap away on your phone. And the good habit feels like it's 12 long steps away. And if everything in life is like that, where it's so much harder to do the good things, then of course you're gonna lose. So here's the switch. Simply put, make bad habits harder and make good ones easier. If you want to stop doom scrolling in the morning, then move your phone to another room. Just spend $10 and buy an alarm clock. You just made scrolling harder without relying on willpower at all. If you want to journal every day, put the notebook on your pillow. You literally can't go to sleep without touching your journal. If your habits are a battle, it means you haven't redesigned the battlefield yet. This is how I stopped pretending I'd magically have more willpower tomorrow. You ever have those nights where you tell yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm waking up early, I'm gonna stretch, and I'm gonna drink a whole lot of water. But then the morning hits, and you're groggy, you're cold, your phone's in your hand, and 45 minutes later, you're deep into a doom scroll session. So here's the truth. Think about it. You don't need to design your routines for the ideal version of you. You need to design them for the lazy, tired, distracted version of you, because that is probably who shows up the most. That's not me being pessimistic, that's just the unfortunate reality. So what do? You build for your worst self, not your best. Some examples are that you can lay out your gym clothes the night before, you can pre-prep your breakfast, you can put your journal on top of your pillow or on top of your phone, you can hide the cookies or move the remote. Just make it more annoying to reach your bad habits. Because when it's easier to follow through than to flake, that lazy version of you doesn't have to power through anything. Willpower isn't even in the equation, because there's no choice to make. The most disciplined people you know might not be the strongest people you know. They just don't have to decide. You think they wake up and go, should I work out today or scroll on YouTube for 3 hours and watch a whole lot of videos? No, that decision doesn't exist for them. They've already set it up so that it just happens. The shoes are by the door, the workout is in the calendar, and maybe they have some friends already waiting at the gym. There's no mental coin flip, no decision fatigue, no should I do this? It's just that they wake up and they go. And if that sounds boring, it's because boring is usually effective. The fewer decisions you make, the fewer opportunities your brain has to betray you. That's why meal prepping works. That's why routines are powerful. So this is how you stop losing your willpower. Let's recap. You've probably heard it 100 times. Discipline is key, just rely on willpower. But the truth is that willpower will fail you more often than not. It's too weak, too fragile, and always depends on how you feel in the moment. But systems? They don't depend on how you feel. They don't need you to try hard. They just work because you set them up. When you remove the decision completely, your willpower never gets tested. When you automate the first step, your brain is too lazy to resist. So when you make it easy to do a bad habit, then you will always end up doing the bad habit. And that's how you win the battle against willpower. You set up the game so that you lose less and less. So here's the bottom line. Willpower alone is overrated. It's like trying to win a race when you're running with your shoes tied together. Instead, start creating systems that make the good habits automatic. When you remove the decision, you're not relying on willpower. You're setting yourself up for success no matter what. And you can take step 1 right now and set up a system that makes it easier to succeed today, tomorrow, and every day after that. If you're feeling lost or stuck on how to even begin this journey, I have you covered. You can check out my last video on if you're feeling lost, where I break down exactly how to find direction, get unstuck, and start making progress today. It's a perfect step before you dive into systems for success.